I hope you're well today and welcome to Energizing Flow. So I really hope you enjoy this one as much as I've enjoyed putting it together. I hope that you're going to feel nice and uplifted after this. So unfortunately, I'm going to get you to come to stand up. So we're going to come to stand. And I'm sorry if you're really comfy. Bring our feet underneath our hips and soften our knees. So we're going to just pick up the toes and spread them, and then gently place your toes down into the floor so that you're grounded into the earth. We'll draw the navel in, so we're switching on the lower abdominals and protecting the spine. We'll allow the shoulders to roll up, back and down so that they slide into the back of your body so that your chest lifts. Coming into Tadasana pose. And that feeling like there's a piece of string lifting you up by the crown of the head. You can soften the eye gaze, or I always like to begin closing the eyes. Just take a nice deep inhale through your nose here. As you keep the mouth closed, exhale towards the nose or back of throat, yogi breath. Just take a couple of breaths here. So that deep inhale through the nose. Mouth stays closed. Exhale through the nose. And just notice how you're feeling right now. So physically, emotionally, and energetically. As we hope to build some energy and upliftment in the body today. As you continue to breathe, just drop your right ear down towards the right shoulder, lengthening the left side of the neck. You might keep the eyes closed or slightly opening. And then we'll just switch, taking the left one down towards the shoulder, opening the right side, keeping the length in the spine. As you come back, chin to chest, lengthen the neck. And then lift the face, extend the neck back, chin to the sky. And come back through center. Take a big inhale, lift your palms to touch. Exhale, float the hands through the midline of your body. Big inhale, your arms rise, your palms touch. Exhale, float through. Last one. You might be able to hear the rain in this video because it's raining outside right now. And then from here, reaching your arms up and over your head. Taking your right hand to take a hold of your left wrist, maybe middle finger and thumb. Push the palm away on the left side, and then keeping the hips square, we're just reaching across towards the right hand side, taking a side bend here. So feel the length from the bottom hip right up to the armpit, so you feel the rib cage expand. I always like to think of it like an accordion as you expand. And then very gently we'll just switch and go the other way, reaching up and across. You can breathe into the rib cage. Sending your breath there. And as you exhale, come through center, taking your hands even to interlace, turning your palms up towards the sky, allowing your shoulders to drop down. My arms are probably not in this. And then from here, we'll take the hands behind the back, same thing. We'll interlace our fingers. We'll draw our knuckles down towards our heels, but keeping a little elbow bend and seeing if you can bring the heels of the hands towards one another. But you're not completely locking out your elbows. And then from here, we'll bend our knees a little and we'll start to fold, lifting our knuckles up towards the sky. Now the first forward folds can always just feel a little bit tight, especially if you're practicing in the morning. So I always like to bend my knees a little bit more. And we'll relax the forehead towards the earth. From here, deeply bend your left knee, so a big bend, and straighten the right leg. We'll turn our knuckles towards the left and then turn our chest to open towards the right. So think about your knuckles going towards the left hip and your chest opening up towards the right. And say hello to me. Breathe deep. Big inhale. Exhale, we'll just switch it up. We'll deeply bend the right one. We'll bring our knuckles towards the right hip and we'll open towards the left. Deepen your breath. And then let's release into a fold, relaxing your hands. You can keep your hands resting on the legs or the floor now, or if you'd like a little bit more, the tops of your fingertips come underneath the balls of your feet, or take your toes right up towards the wrists, and you can allow them to relax there. Well, relax as much as we can. We'll relax the crown of the head and bring the chin towards the chest. And again, if you want more of a knee bend, or think about now lifting the tailbone, the top of the butt just up towards the ceiling. So you might straighten your legs a little more. Deepen your breath. And as we exhale, we'll just release in the fold and take a flat back. So hands can come to floor or the legs. I'll go with the legs for today. So palms are flat, draw the shoulders back and down into the ribs and draw the belly button back towards the spine. And as you exhale, folding forward, relax the head. We're coming to find our tabletop, so we'll step 1 foot back for a lunge. We'll land our knee and we'll come back onto all fours. We'll take our hands underneath our shoulders, spreading our fingers wide as if you were popping them into gloves, and the knees are hip width. From here, we'll sink the belly to the earth, a big inhale to look forward into cow. And as we exhale, we're going to curl up, round the upper back, and look towards the belly. So big inhale, sink the belly to the earth, arch the lower back. And as you exhale, let's round the spine and curl up. We'll do that twice more, following the rhythm of the breath. Last one. The rain is calming down here. I hope you can hear me well. And we come to find your flat back. From here, Our right heel is going to lift up towards the sky. Let's flex our toes so that they point back, and let's pulse the heel up a little bit higher. So the knee comes towards hip level if we can. From here we have a little arch through the back, and we're going to point the toes as we round the knee in, curling up as if you were coming into cat pose. So a little bit like cow pose, we arch the back, we flex the foot and push the heel up towards the sky. As we exhale, we're rounding, we're pointing the toes and curling up. Twice more, big inhale. Let's push the heel up towards the sky. Exhale, curl. And I don't know about you, but already I'm feeling more energy. And coming back to your all fours. We'll switch it up. Left heel, knee towards hip level and pulse it a little bit higher. Little arch, big inhale. Exhale, point the toes, curl up. Big inhale. Point the toes, curl up. Twice more. Big round. Well done. Finding your all fours. Tucking our toes from here. Hands are shoulder width. And let's tuck the toes as we slide the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Well done. So the feet are hip width. We're allowing our shoulders to roll away from our ears and pressing our tailbone towards the back of the room. Let's lift onto our tippy toes as high as we can, and we'll press the heels down into the earth. Big inhale, lift onto the tippy toes, high as we can. Exhale, press the heels into the earth. Think about the shoulder blades rolling away from one another, spreading across the back. Gaze to look forward and roll into your plank pose. So your shoulders are coming over your wrists, and from here, if you need to take half plank, you're going to drop to your knees now. The shoulders over wrists, a little press back into your heels. We lower to our knees. We arch the lower back a little as if you're in cow. And curl the toes, our chest, our chin, bend the elbows. Lower slowly down towards the mat. Hands by the lower ribs, find your cobra pose, chest and upper belly lifts. Exhale, tuck the toes, slide the hips back in space, downward facing dog. Well done, breathe here. Again, allow the shoulders to roll away from ears. Soften the knees, push the butt to the back of the room. Left leg lifts high into the air, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Taking the toes towards the right shoulder. Keeping your shoulders square towards the floor. And pressing your right heel down into the ground. As we gaze to look forward, see if you can drive the left knee forward, round the upper back, shoulders over wrists. See if you can step the foot between the hands. Lower the back knee. Well done. Take a breath here. Uncurl your toes of the back foot. Right hand onto the ground, or you can come to your fingertips, or in the cushion underneath. We're going to turn twist and look to the left knee and reach your top arm up. Breathing here. And see how it feels to tuck the toes and lift the back knee away from the earth. Deepening your breath. Big inhale, big exhale. From here, coming back into the lunge, runner's lunge, lift your chest, lengthen through the back foot. From here, push your back heel down into the floor, line up your front heel with the arch of the back, and windmill up, elbow to thigh, top arm reaches up for side angle. So take a breath here in your side angle, roll this right hip back, and front knee over and come on the left. And if it's good, you're going to reach down towards your ankle. And if not, you're going to stay with me, and that's totally cool. Big inhale. As we exhale, keep the front knee over ankle. Just come up and flip the arms for sun warrior. Back hand to back leg, your top arm lifts. And unfortunately, no sun today. But sun in our good energy. Come up to stand, and from here, toes come forward, heels come in. Sit the hips back and down, press the knees towards the baby toes, and sit the butt back. Draw the navel in. Take a breath here. Exhale. Hands to our thighs, drop the right shoulder down towards the left knee. Big inhale, exhale, switch. One more each side. If you hear any creaks, I'm hearing them in my shoulders. Well done, come up to stand. We're going to find our crescent lunge. Turn your toes to face the front, lift the ball, or come on to the ball of the toes of the back foot, bend into that front knee. You might need to lengthen your back leg a little longer, so you've got a straight leg at the back, and reach your arms up and overhead. Sink down into the legs, draw the belly in, and lengthen up through the spine and the ribs. And as we exhale, palms come to prayer. See if we can reach our right elbow to our left leg. And or to the thigh, just not resting on the knee if you can. And if it's too much, you can bring your back knee to the floor and take the lower lunge. Big breaths here. Think of Ujjayi out through the nose. And find your runner's lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, it's never been so good to be in downward dog. And stay here or roll through your vinyasa. Come into plank. Shoulders over wrists. Lower to your knees. Let's arch the back. Bend the elbows, chest, chin. Take your time. Pause. Up dog if it's there. Hips slide forward. Knees and thighs lift. Squeeze the butt. Slide the hips back in space. Downward facing dog. Soften the face, facial muscles even, or soften the face. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Try to square the shoulders to the ground, pressing the left heel down. Draw the navel in. Notice how it feels in the left hip. Or the right hip even. God, I'm really mixing things up today. Gaze to look forward. Lift onto the ball of the left foot. Drive the knee forward, shoulders over wrists. See if you can step the foot through and then relax and lower your back knee down. Palm comes down on the left side. Turn, twist, and we'll say hello to me. That left hand is on your shoulder, and if it's good, you're going to lift the back knee off and take a higher lunge. And just notice how your body feels right now, if you're hopefully feeling a little bit more energy. Come into that runner's lunge. Lift the chest, turn the back heel down, lining up heel to arch, elbow to your thigh, side angle, Reaching the arm up and then across to come in line with the ear. So you're away from me now. We want to think about pushing into the outer edge of the back foot, so the left one. You might reach down for your ankle if you like, but thinking about the hips. Try not to push the butt back. Think about tucking our tailbone under. Draw the navel in. Breathe here. Take sun warrior. Front knee stays over ankle. Come up and flip the arms. Big inhale. Exhale, sink into the legs. One more. Coming to rise, finding your goddess pose, toes forward, heels in a little, hips back in space, knees push out towards the baby toes. Palms come to open in front of the knees. Take a big inhale. Exhale, sink into the hips. Hands to thighs, drop left shoulder to right knee, staying low. Then coming up and switching. Twice more, inhale and exhale. Last one. Slowly come up to rise. Find your crescent lunge. Return your toes to the front. Pivot onto the ball of the foot. Front knee over ankle. Sink down into the legs and reach your arms up. Breathe here. Lengthen up through the arms. Palms come to touch. And if you can, left elbow to right thigh. Turning, twisting, wobbling like me. Breathe in here. Two breaths. Lengthen through the back leg. Draw the navel in. Reaching for runner's lunge. Downward facing dog. Gaze to look forward, roll into plank. Lower to our knees, arch the lower back, lift the tailbone, chest, chin lowers down. Take your time. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale in dog. Now open the eyes, stick the tongue out and breathe out. Your lion's breath. Big inhale. Open the thumb, open your eyes. Last one, well done, big inhale. Well done for being a good sport for doing it. From here, you can lower to the knees, so we're going to make our way to sit, or bring one knee forward with me and hop the other one in. Ta-da! Come to your soles of feet, and we're going to roll back from here. Hug the knees in, and just give yourself a little release. Bringing our feet to the floor, we're going to come and find our bridge pose. So the feet can be hip width apart, and just spread the toes, and hands come alongside the body. Draw the navel in, and from here, pressing into the feet, peeling the hips, the lower back, mid-back, upper, and coming high onto the tops of the shoulders. From here, see if you can walk your shoulders underneath the chest, and you might interlace your fingers. Squeezing the butt a little, spread the toes. Or you can just come back and keep your hands by your side. So just feel that activation
across the back of the body. Breathe deep. And one more breath. And as we exhale, we'll just release the hands first, unravel the hips. Taking our left foot and ankle over and across the right knee. Pressing the left knee down towards the floor or towards the mat. And lifting the right foot off the ground. Flexing our toes up towards the sky. And hands interlaced behind the back of the right thigh. So we're just opening up through the back of the body again, pressing the left knee towards the top of the mat, and still activating through the belly. And you might reach your hands in front of the right knee if that feels better for you, or you might just stay where you are. Just feeling any tension releasing with breath. And then very gently releasing the foot, releasing the left foot, and then switching so that the right one comes across, and then if it's good, lifting your foot off. And you might interlace now behind your left leg, flexing the toes, and a little press forward on the right knee. Notice the difference maybe on the right side compared to the left. Soften the muscles in the face. And feel the tension leaving with your breath. And then very gently releasing your hands, releasing your foot, and giving yourself that little hug in, maybe a rock. And then placing your feet to the floor and straightening out your legs. Coming into Savasana, you can bring your feet to hip width, allowing them to roll out to the sides. Hands resting on the belly or away from your body. And just making sure you're warm enough. If you need anything, popping it on. And I always say to come away from your thoughts or your distractions. But today maybe just think about how your body feels physically now compared to the very beginning of the class. Hopefully you feel a little bit more upliftment in your body. Allow your facial muscles to soften. Notice that breath in your belly like a wave. Rising on the inhale, softening on the exhale. Rising and expanding on the inhale, softening and releasing on the exhale. and allow yourself to drift. Feeling the strength and the power of your breath. Noticing how you feel physically, energetically, and emotionally. Knowing that that strength and power is always within you. And as we start to reawaken a little, you might wriggle the fingers or point and flex the toes. You might reach up and stretch. You might hug your knees in. Just doing any movements that feels natural for you. And from here we'll roll to the side when you're ready. And gently pushing yourself up to join me in a cross leg when it feels good for you. Relaxing our hands or joining thumb and index finger. Lengthen up through the spine. Take a big inhale through the nose. Big sigh. Big inhale. Big sigh. Big inhale. Last big sigh. Rub the hands together, create that heat, that fire in your hands, and once they're warm, placing them over your eyes. Feeling that power and the strength deep within you. So we open the eyes, we join the thumbs to the forehead, a sign of peace. Towards the lips, a sign of gratitude to one another. And to the heart, a sign of love to one another. Namaste. Thank you very much. Oh my God, and look at that, the sun is out. That was definitely uplifting, energetic flow for the earth to start bringing the sun out, which is nice. Guys, I hope you enjoyed, and let me know how you get on. Give me a message on Instagram, on Facebook. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you have a lovely rest of the day or evening. I'm sending so much love to you. Bye. Take care.